You my new best friend that I don't know. Wherever you go, I'ma follow. I was getting stopped by the cops, so green in the pockets, it's not no danger. Follow.
Good morning, Trojans. Today's date is May 2nd, and it is an A Day.
The quote of the day today is, "The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants," by Thomas Jefferson.
And now let's head to sports with the one, the only, Griffin Epstein. Okay.
Good morning, Petaluma. Yesterday, the varsity baseball team had its biggest victory of the season, knocking off Sonoma Valley 6-2. Let's get into the highlights. Mark Wolbert got the start, and boy, did the sophomore star deliver. There's strikeout number 1, and boy, would he have Sonoma Valley off balance all day as they just continue to struggle. Wolbert had 6 strikeouts, swings and misses, pinpointing the corners, painting a picture like Picasso. But hey, if pitching isn't good enough for you, how about some good defense behind Wolbert as well? A chopper here, Joe Brown from third. What a throw. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. He got him, as Petaluma's defense was nearly impeccable yesterday afternoon. Sam Jacobs, the nice play there. Let's head to the top of the third as Trojan bats got going. An RBI single here by Sam Brown, as there comes Wolbert to score the first run. And the very next at bat, Jack Gallagher, a 2-out base hit again into left as the Trojans went back to back to back to back. 2-out singles to lead 2-0 in the third, and then to put the game away, top 6, Mike England, a double into the corner. 2 runs would score as Joe Brown, you can see, getting on his horse. That would make it 5-0, and the Trojans would go on to win 6-2, courtesy a big part of senior Mike England, as Petaluma now goes into a tie for first place with Sonoma Valley with just 3 games left in their VVAL season. Petaluma's season winding down, the Trojans now control their own destiny in securing the first Vine Valley Athletic League pennant in baseball. And meanwhile, turning to badminton, where senior Matt Korda stunned the world by winning the VVAL badminton singles tournament. He came in as the 4th best player officially on Petaluma's badminton squad, but with the only Trojan in the tournament, Korda couldn't have represented Petaluma better, as he went all the way to the championship game without dropping a match, including knocking off the number 1 seed off for the first time before they played in a winner-take-all match to decide who would go to NCS, and Korda rolled past the Wolves to win the VVAL men's singles tournament for badminton. What a remarkable accomplishment for Korda, as the senior will now head to NCS. The Trojan badminton will try to keep their Cinderella season going, as they have men's and women's doubles matches going on today at the VVAL badminton tournament. And turning to track and field, where the team traveled also to American Canyon for qualifiers to try to make it to the championships. The boys varsity team had some impressive results, led by Gianni Johnson, who had a top 5 finish in the high jump. Devin Hong and Jack Sullivan led the way for Trojan spinners, both with top 10 finishes in the 100 and the 200. Nathan Hale and Luke Ronhausen both placed 5th in their events, with Hale in the 400 and Ronshausen in the 800. And Aiden Gilmore also had a strong day for Petaluma, finishing 6th in the hurdles. Turning to girls, where Callie Sullivan stole the spotlight for Petaluma with an incredible day, as she finished 1st in the 100, 3rd in the 400, and 4th in the 200. Erica Gilmore also had a nice afternoon, vaulting into 1st place in the pole vault, while being 7th in the 400. Courtney Bell also shown for Petaluma in sprints, 5th in the 200 and 6th in the 100. All those results were just a small snippet of Petaluma's impressive results yesterday in qualifiers, as their top athletes will now look to Friday afternoon in American Canyon, where they compete in the finals of the VVAL Track and Field Championships. And after the boys lacrosse team won its senior night game against Windsor, we talk with sophomore star Andrew Devinas.
It was a big night, senior night for the 11 seniors, and you played a big part in the victory. What was your mentality going out when it's a big night for a lot of the other players?
Really just kind of keeping it calm and letting the game flow, and then just playing off all the other players. And I mean, there's a lot of talent on the team, so really playing with them was a big part of that. So.
We talked to some upperclassmen in my last interviews, and both of them talked about you and Matt and Dylan and the sophomores' importance on this team. What do you guys think your roles on the team, and how do you help the team overall?
I think a big thing is that we're going to lead the team in years to come, and I think that's really important to kind of keep on focusing on building the future of this team for years to come. So.
You guys had great chemistry tonight, a lot of goals scored. How important is the chemistry to this team's success?
I think our chemistry is really important. I mean, and we all work really well together, so it really helps.
Well, it certainly was an incredible day yesterday for Petaluma, but most exciting might have been on the varsity softball diamond, where Trojan softball went on a power surge with a capital P. Rachel Bless had 2 home runs and 3 RBIs, while India Smith also had 2 home runs to power the Trojans to an 8-4 victory over rival HOSA. The Trojans sweep the season series on the Gauchos, and they've now won their 12th out of their last 13th against their crosstown rivals. The Trojans have won 3 in a row as they now face Justin Siena today in their senior night affair here at Petaluma High School. Come on out to support Petaluma's 2 seniors, or if you missed the game, we'll have it on our live stream, as the Trojans are hoping for a VVAL title. They're currently in a 4-way tie atop VVAL. That's all for sports, and let's head back to the anchor desk.
All right, thanks, Griffin. If you are a senior that is attending the SRJC next year, make sure to stop by the College and Career Center to sign up for your classes.
Priority registration for summer school ends tomorrow, so that means your application must be completed and turned in to your counselor by tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Summer school can be used to repair any D's or F's if you have any core classes, and it is a small part of your summer, so get your applications in as soon as possible.
And now, with the spring musical in its full swing and having shows the next 3 nights, we sent our very own Kameron Grant to review it opening night.
Welcome to Theater Reviews with Kameron Grant. Some people may have noticed that I myself have never done a movie review on Trojan Live because I am a man of class. Instead, I devote my thought to the art of the stage. And today I will be reviewing the spring musical put on by the Petaluma High School Troy performers, Once Upon a P. After careful consideration, my refined artistic taste has decided that this production is rad. Super hecka rad, even. The first thing that stands out to the audience is the music. The show has the advantage of featuring not only an eclectic orchestral score, but also fun original songs and classic anthems that you can sing along to. There's a full pit orchestra filled with some of the PHS band's most talented musicians, orchestrated by the assistant band director Neil Fontano, who held it down at the piano. Then the curtains open on a fantastic set. Honestly, it looks like they built a castle for the sake of this show. Costumes also look fantastic from the audience, and some actors are almost unrecognizable in terms of hair and makeup. Speaking of actors, the performers in the show are fantastic. The script is a conglomeration of an original musical and the work of director Fidah Shaheen, and the actors handle it like champions. Look for standout performances by PHS drama moguls Izzy Carlos and Catherine Samford, who play a hilariously wicked queen and her troubled sister. Nicole Esfathiou and Ezra Richardson, who both play lovable characters you can't help but root for, and Dylan Tudor, who commands the stage with an airheaded night that will leave you in stitches, as well as a full cast of lovable, hilarious characters. Honestly, there's a lot of fun to be had here, and some parts had me laughing out loud, so be sure to check out Once Upon a P, either tonight, tomorrow, or Saturday at 7 p.m. in the PHS Multi.
Thanks, Kameron. And wow, that was some serious shade at the movie review people. My heart hurts. Due to AP testing, the College and Career Center will be closed for the next 2 weeks. Mrs. Stoll will be available in the counseling office before and after school and during breaks. If you need to contact her about some of her summer job opportunities, you can email her at cstoll@petk12.org. There is also a job board that you can take a peek at in the library.
And now we have a special interview with Mr. Jackson to talk with us about the salsa and guacamole competition.
Hello. Hi there. I'm Ben Vandermeer.
And I'm Aiden Cannon.
And we are here today with who is here to tell us a little bit about the salsa and guacamole competition that is going on this afternoon. Woo! At lunch. So I think, Mr. Jackson, we'll just get right into it.
Yeah.
If you could just help us, what is salsa?
I believe it is a sauce.
Okay.
Predominantly, I believe it is a sauce derived often from tomatoes and various other vegetables.
Okay.
What's a tomato?
Yeah, write that down.
What's a tomato?
No, not important, Aiden. Who do you think, sorry, I don't know who you think. Yeah. Who have past winners been in past years?
All right, so the first year in 2017 was Miss Eden, followed by Miss Moreno last year.
Oh, okay.
We're in year 3.
That's interesting. How do you address the rampant bribery allegations?
No, not a question. No allegations that have been brought up.
Okay.
Aiden, why don't you ask the other question? That one.
No, we already have that answered. Is this the first year you've done guacamole?
This is the first year of guacamole. We decided that we wanted to add a new wrinkle, so
nice.
Here is.
I like that trophy too.
Want to explain to people what guacamole is?
I do not.
No,
okay.
We don't have the time for that. Well, now also with the salsa and guacamole competitions, there are a lot of other very exciting ASB kind of events that happen throughout the end of the year. What is some other ones that you are excited about doing?
All right, we got a lot going on in the next couple weeks. So we do have our senior sunset on May 16th.
Woo!
Nice.
We have our car show and yearbook distribution on May 7th. After school on May 17th, we're going to do our Powder Puff games, probably about 1:30 and 2:30, so stick around on campus for those. Obviously, we have the prom coming up at the Bentley Reserve on May 26th.
6th.
Right, thank you. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
That's pretty exciting stuff, yeah.
I'm very excited.
I'm pumped. I'm ready for the rest of the year.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jackson, for coming to sit down with us. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Come get some free chips and salsa today.
Woo!
Yeah! All right, thanks, guys. Back to the anchors.
All right, that's all for today. Tune in tomorrow and make it a great day.
You're my new best friend that I go know. Wherever you go, I'ma follow. I don't get stopped by the cops, so green in the pockets, it's not no danger.